Hello, everybody. You know what time it is, man. I almost lost my voice screaming at my television like this game, Arsenal versus Tottenham Hotspur at the Emirates, is by far one of the most amazing not friendly, amazing games for the sake of the rival fans. In a very long time that I've seen. Um, it was it was it was a game of total demolition. And you know a few things to unpack. You see, Zubimendi could have easily been my second or third best player on the field today if not for that mistake. There are certain areas in a game in a field where you don't lose possession. You see, in the center of the midfield when you're pressing high, you don't lose possession there. So when you get your ball, when you get the game or the ball in the middle of the area, you have to quickly release the ball to the flanks or to the wide areas to have them. It's better for them to lose the ball in that side of the pitch, in that area of the pitch, than in the center when they can easily counter you and score. And that's exactly what happened with Zubimendi. But that's the negatives out of the window. Now to the positives. It was a brilliant game. Let it all work out. Eze. Eze. Chief Eze. My Nigerian brother. It had to be you, bro. You stepped up, bro. First career hat trick. That was an amazing performance. That was an outstanding game of football, Eze. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of the boys. Henkapi. In my prediction, predicted 11, I imagined Mosquera starting just because of the hard advantage. But we didn't need a set piece. We didn't need the set piece to score, even though we were deadly from those. We had a few shots on target from those, but we played our game. The 4 goals were outstanding. The first goal, Merino cheap. That was amazing, bro. That was superb. And kudos to Trossard, who has been really consistent this season. No, he hasn't fallen out of the ladder. He has been giving us 7 and 8%, 7 and 8/10 performance the whole season. Kudos to him. Kudos to Merino for that assist. Kudos to Saka. Saka stepped up. The midfield was amazing. Rice was everywhere in the pitch. Zubimendi was the conductor. I watched him closely today, the way he was spraying those passes in the right areas, you know. But when I looked at Tottenham's formation, what was Frank thinking? Playing five man defense. You wanted to pack the boss, but guess what? Arteta pinned your fullbacks, pinned them down in that area. Calafiori was bumping forward and into the midfield and played as a false nine at some point. JT was moving rather, Oh, but by the way, Jurgen Timber, the boys were amazing. A lot of people were blaming Raya for the goal. No, I said to a few folks I spoke to before this recording that you will need a Raya to be a bit out of the post in case there's a loose ball that he needs to come out and challenge and clear. You can't be on your post when your guys are pressing that high up in the pitch. And so Zubimendi was very slow, and reminds me of the same goal conceded, I think 2 years ago by Jorginho. Yeah, that was almost the same thing, just being relaxed at the back area and then losing the possession. So I'm hoping that that's a welcome to the Premier League package for Zubimendi, and I hope he's going to look back at those clips and do better next time. But it was an amazing goal of football. Arsenal 4, Tottenham 1, a gifted goal. So I am entirely proud of the boys. Um, I'm also gonna give kudos to Arteta. He didn't panic with Odegaard being out of the squad. I'm sure he tried everything he could to have him play in that game, but that could have cost us as well. So believing in the boys, believing in Hincapi, trusting Eze in the middle as usual, and of course Merino. Trust, even though that guy can be slow for ages, brah, but he still offers some sort of threat attacking wise. Aerially he's there. He's not the fastest, but he still tries to push attack. So kudos to the boy. Everybody was you know on par. And Michael Oliver, I was against you refereeing the game. you did you were quite at equilibrium. It was a quite a fair officiating, So I'm really proud of the boys. I'm excited about the next game against Bayern, and of course Chelsea this weekend. So yeah, come on, you Gunners, man! Long may this continue. My prediction is that if Chelsea loses against us, if we win Chelsea next weekend, then no, there's no stopping us. You might as well just give us the trophy in November or December. So kudos to the boys. I'm proud of the boys. Come on, you Gunners!